$9,240,000,000.
This episode is brought to you by FairDesk, a crypto derivatives trading platform founded by 6 former Binance execs and 3 former Morgan Stanley architects. FairDesk is a company focused on building a platform that enables traders to profit from both rising and falling markets. Sign up today and CB will credit you up to $600 in trading funds. For more information, visit fairdesk.com, link in the description below.
Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay.
Yeah, we doing it live, baby. Back at you. Another live stream. Man, back-to-back live streams. Just did the Bloodalytics monthly review, first month review. So if you missed it, check it out. Great insight on the performance of the algorithm, the trading signal, the trading alert, whatever you want to call it, man. We cracking it, man. We cracking trades out here. Let's see if I can get my chat room up and running here. Let's see. Boom. Boom. There we go. We in business, ladies and gents. Again, welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis with yours truly, Crypto Blood. It is Friday. And I'm looking forward to this too. Precious Hex. I'm not in Pulse Chain, my man. I am not. When am I getting Richard Hart on? Hey, man. Y'all got to do it for me. Start adding him. You know, he used to. I got his personal Telegram handle. You know, I got him on DM on Twitter. Used to talk to him all the time. Now the dude's too big. He's driving around in Rolls Royces on these peasants out here, as he stated the other day, or at least I bookmarked it the other day. Let me just bring that up one more again. If I get him on, I'm definitely going to press him on this one. This was just hideous. Check this one out, ladies and gents. I'm just going to replay it for you so you see what this guy said. This guy said, capitalism is awesome. The lazy, disrespectful scum of the world get what they deserve. I love to be driven in my $700,000 Rolls Royce past you useless, yet think they are better than you on foot. Keep stepping, broke kids. How y'all feel about that? Was he just playing? I don't know, man. I need to know. 151 Crypto said, hey, CB, what's going on, 151? Dylan is in the building, yeah, but is this show sponsored by Louis Vuitton, though? No, I don't wear too much Louis, man. I'm not a Louis guy. You know, I do have, I think I got a Louis belt on, but, you know, that's about it. Louis too costly for Crypto Blood. We've got Hart does extremes to get media attention, he says, 151. I can feel you. I can feel you on that. D Fuentes is in the building. That's right. Lick a shot, lick a shot, lick a shot. Yeah, buddy. Mr. Sakila, help the channel and smack them like booty. Slap it up. Please, will you do that? Thank you for reminding me, Mr. Sakila. I need you all to take a moment. We got 35 people in the building right now. Let's take a moment and smack those like booties. Get them off the stage, ladies and gentlemen, please, for me. I would greatly appreciate it, and the algo would as well. So, let's see, man. We got a lot of activity in today's stream here. PB said, hey, CB, how are you, bro? By the way, did Richard say what's his ETH prediction? Yes, he did. We'll get to that. Actually, not far off. And I've been hearing that this guy, Richard, I don't follow him, so I don't know. But I keep hearing people say, Richard called the top, Richard called the bottom. He's accurate, he's accurate. Well, Reggie says Richard is a clown. Shout out to Reggie Middleton in the building. Thanks for tuning in, bro. Wisdom Bars, he's bashing his Hex family. Yeah, exactly. Right. He's bashing all the Hexians. Well, a lot of them. I won't say all of them, but the Hexians ain't getting money like Richard, so sounds like the pastor. You know what I mean? Pastor preaching that prosperity, but yet the congregation is broke as a joke. Red River Post said the ad I see below the video is Ford. Okay. I feel you, man. Blood in these streets. Apex. Cypher. Yes, there's blood in these streets, but not for us Bloodalytics members, man. We are getting it in right now. So, okay, man, let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. First, before I do that, my sponsor, the exchange that I'm using for Bloodalytics, awesome. Great rebates, man. You get like so much back on your trades every day. They get you a cut of your commission back for trading to basically incentivize you to continue to trade. So check out Fairdesk. They are my partner with Bloodalytics as well. So if you sign up, hit me up with your UID. I'll verify that you signed up with me, and then I'll give you a steep discount on that Bloodalytics platform. All right. Yeah, Richard Hart, man. I just this is cringeworthy right here, man. I mean, I know guys. Listen, I know a person personally, know his family, know him, go visit them often. This guy that I'm talking about, even if Richard Hart is worth $1 billion, the guy that I know is worth almost 40 times that, okay? And never have I ever heard anyone speak like this, man. This is shameful. This is shameful. But it'd be great to get him on, man. Talk to him about that and other things regarding Hex and post-chain and other stuff. You know how Crypto Blood does it. Again, yeah, check out the Bloodalytics 1 month review I did just earlier today live. I'll give you the stats on that. Year to date, 8,370 bucks in the green on Bitcoin. That's 209%. Ethereum, 16 grand. This is on the $4,000 account. But I went live last month. So there are your stats for last month. You were up about 800 and some change with a $4,000 account. That's about 21.7% return for the first month of Bloodalytics. All right. So let's get into it, man. This is sad news, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not optimistic about the future of cryptos. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't care. You know, I'm not here to sell you a pipe dream. I'm not here to play and string your emotions. Regulation is going to be a big hindrance to the crypto industry, in my opinion, just my opinion, in the next year or so. So, and it's kicking it off with this. I told you guys a few weeks ago that I heard from Little Birdie that regulation is coming hard and fast 2023, first quarter. Okay, well, White House just put out its framework on regulating crypto, and this is just after the executive order Biden put out in March, which I know you guys probably recall, and I did cover, basically calling federal agencies to examine the risk and benefits of cryptocurrencies and issue official reports on their findings. So this framework that's just been released by the White House. Now, granted, let me just say this, because I don't like Joe Biden. I'm a Trump supporter. I don't have a MAGA hat, though. But I will say, man, if Trump was in office, this same thing. You would see the same thing against crypto, because crypto is a threat to the establishment. Doesn't matter which way you swing. Okay? Red, blue, Crips, or Bloods, Democrats, or Republicans. They don't like crypto. The president will evaluate whether to call upon Congress to amend the Bank Secrecy Act anti-tip-off status. Anti-tip-off status? What the hell is that? And laws against unlicensed money transmitting to apply explicitly to digital asset service providers, including digital asset exchanges and non-fungible tokens. Do you hear that? Non-fungible tokens. Oh, man. I mean, God. The Treasury will complete an illicit finance risk assessment on decentralized finance by the end of February 2023 and an assessment on non-fungible tokens by July of 2023. So I just see, with regulation comes inefficiencies. It just adds a layer of fees and cost to something that was designed to eliminate it. So it's like, where are we really going? What are we really doing here, ladies and gentlemen? Help me understand where we're going here. Dylan said, LOL. We've got Mr. Sakila saying need to get Reggie's on with market update. Yeah, I'll get Reggie on maybe on the Kicking It session here on the weekend. I'm doing my off the chain, not Kicking It session, I mean an off the chain episode. I'll be doing an off the chain episode today, or tomorrow I should say, at 3 p.m. So stay tuned. I have a good friend of mine coming on to join me. Maybe I can get Reggie on as well. That'd be great, because the person I'm having on has actually interviewed Reggie. So maybe I can get Reggie on with me. Anything for Click said, it won't be great to get Hart on his full. He's full of himself. He ain't gonna be full of himself when he on with Crypto Blood. I don't play that stuff, man, at all. Richard is telling you to step your game up. Nah, I don't think so, bro. That's not the way you do it. Richard Hart, the king of crypto. Okay. Richard is just trolling to get noticed. He said it himself. He was getting no coverage on social media, so it's clowning around and it works. You're right. I have to say that is true. To be honest with you, that is, unfortunately, that just shows you the state of our society and that's the state of social media. You have to do crazy things. Like, I refuse to do that type of stuff. Ride around, have chains on, diamonds, Lambos, and all that stuff. It will get a lot of attention for sure. So you're right. I know that worked for someone else that's not in crypto, but he had to start doing crazy stuff to get people's attention to then pull them in. So I can see that being a possibility. Wisdom Bar says regulations are gonna come fast and smooth because the crypto space isn't pushing back against it. A fair amount of crypto space wants regulation. Exactly, Wisdom Bars, and they are making a huge mistake, and they started making that mistake back in 2017. Don't embrace the regulation. Push back. Don't let it be a layup for them. At least with this regulation, is this Wall Street making its move on crypto? ETH can now be bought by Wall Street. We're going to talk about that today, Sakila, actually, because I have an article that talks about Ethereum being a security, but also more so Ethereum now being more or higher risk of censorship. And this is coming from a former FBI analyst. So we're going to take a look at that today as well. But to finish this one article from CNBC, guys, listen to this. They said here, crime is rife in the digital asset sector. More than $1 billion in crypto has been lost to fraud since the start of 2021. Now, I wish I had the stats on how much money was lost. Fiat money was lost to fraud in 2021. I'm sure it has to be hundreds of billions of dollars. Okay, so this is a minute amount. Will it grow as this space grows? Yeah, but come on, man. Another thing this framework talked about, and people were, saying that this would happen, and I'm still not convinced because it doesn't benefit the banking system to go CBDC. To have basically a crypto dollar, a central bank digital currency. So Federal Reserve, listen to this. This is what Jerome Powell said. Just to let you know, these guys don't know as much as they, or at least you may think they do. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell previously said the main incentive for the U.S. to launch its own central bank digital currency would be to eliminate the use case for crypto coins in America. So he's conflating a CBDC with cryptos, like decentralized cryptos. He says, and I quote here, you wouldn't need stable coins, you wouldn't need cryptocurrencies if you had a digital US currency. I think that's one of the stronger arguments in its favor. No, not at all, homie. What are you talking about? The whole point in selling pitch for cryptocurrencies that aren't controlled by a government is that it is decentralized. There's no one person that has control over the actual supply. It's run by in a distributed or decentralized manner. This is the benefit, not a centralized digital currency would just eliminate a decentralized digital currency. That's the whole point of the decentralized digital currency. It's that we don't want one central point of failure or one central point of control. So no, that you starting or issuing a CBDC does nothing but show people the benefits of a decentralized currency, in my opinion. 151 Crypto said, CB added about 20 mostly dividend stocks to my portfolio for the long. I hear you, man. That's good. That's a good move. I like that. Still did not mention utility tokens. Well, Omni, they didn't mention the utility tokens because damn near every token in their definition is not a utility token. Follow what's going on with the SEC versus library case. Should be getting actual an answer to that case this week. We should have, if not next week. But in that case, the SEC clearly said, hey, just about every coin is a security in their opinion. So that's probably why not. Real quick, guys, make sure you get over there, smack those like booties, knock them off the stage for a brother. We got 45 people in the building right now, so please do us a favor and do the algos a favor for me, please. So let's talk about this censorship, risk of censorship with Ethereum. Now, it's been migrated over to proof of stake. So a former FBI analyst who now works for, I forgot what company it's called. It is the, where is it at? Really doesn't matter. It is called the Merkle Science Group. It is a crypto compliance and forensics firm. So he told Cointelegraph that the high cost associated with becoming a validator could result in big firms consolidating all the nodes. To become a validator on the POS piece of shit Ethereum network, a staker needs to put in 32 ETH. That's around $47,000 at press time. Now, if you would have listened to Crypto Blood and got your 32 ETH when I did, you would have paid closer to like $2,000 or somewhere around there, right? So, but he's right. $47,000 is a decent amount of money to just get one node that's only going to, and I told you guys about this earlier this week. We broke down what it would look like as far as revenue earned from running a node, and you're talking about yielding about 6.7% a year, okay, running an Ethereum node. So 10% would have been what, $4,700 a year. 6% is going to be what, like $2,400 a year. What is that? Is that really worth you locking up $32,000 or $47,000 at this point? Is it really? Now, if you bought your Ethereum at a lower price, which many people probably did, it is worth it. It definitely, the math is mathing at that point, like my man Trek says. So I don't know, man. I think he's right there. Omnibone said, are they addressing digital contracts too? I'm not sure. I didn't see that. CV, what are your thoughts on running an ETH validator on Avado? Never heard of Avado. Had to tell me more about it. Crypto only accounts for about 0.15% of illegal transactions. I believe that. I believe that. I believe that. So the guy goes on to say here, guys, that these giant firms will bend to the wills of global governments. This may lead to sanctioned addresses being kicked out. And this is very true. Either you will comply or you will siphon off that sort of interaction, or you run the risk of being fined, being scrutinized, or potentially being sanctioned yourself. Very true. This is setting up to be a very bad situation for Ethereum. Ethereum's future. Maybe not right now, but I can see. So these guys play chess, not checkers. They're moves and moves ahead. This is setting up for the framework to definitely have it where your larger node providers are going to comply with these government agencies, right? And I'm going to show you the breakdown as far as Ethereum, how many node providers, what the percentage looks like. It's going to possibly shock you. Now, to counter that, Vitalik Buterin said that the decision to omit or filter sanctions transactions is one way that censorship may manifest itself. However, he said the censorship would only be temporary. Hence, as long as some validators do not adhere to the sanctions, these transactions would eventually be picked up in a later block. So basically it's saying, you know, illegal or suspicious transactions that the governments want to block might be delayed, but they will eventually be picked up by smaller validators. Shout out to Mind Your Biz for checking in with us. Crypto only accounts for I hear you, bro. I hear you. 2,400 now can become 24K later, even 250K in 5 years. True. That's true. But you got to hold it. So that's the thing. Are you going to, you know, a lot of these people, it's you know, they're not going to hold this cash. They want to use it as revenue. Maybe some of it, but if you only have one node, are you literally just going to have those 32 ETH locked up just to get 6% and hope that the price of Ethereum goes up in the future? There's no guarantee. Remember that. We think the math looks like it would eventually make Ethereum go up higher. I think it will be much higher than it is now. But there's no guarantees to that. So everything has a risk and you have to take that risk. But this is the part that's going to shock you. Okay, hold on to your horses. Okay, according to a recent report by Nansen, 64% of all staked ETH is owned by just 5 companies. Let me run that back again. 64% of all staked ETH is owned by just 5 companies. And this company, Lido Finance, leads by a bunch at 31%. So this one company owns 31% of, essentially, if you want to call it like hash power, 31% of computing power or node power, if you want to call it. Validator power. I don't know what the right term is. Mind your biz can chime in on that. I'm not one of those experts. I just do the numbers. But this should concern you because, listen, at this price, it's not like little or smaller node providers are going to increase. At $47,000, not too many small individuals will be able to participate and validate on the network. Now, of course, you could take your 1 ETH, 2 ETH, dump it over into a pool, and then let them do the validating for you. But then that still just puts the control essentially into the hands of those pool providers, and that's still not a good situation to be in. Now, 31%, ladies and gentlemen, we damn near, we look at this pie. 31% Lido, 15% Coinbase, 8% Kraken, 6% Binance. You get the picture. You see where we're going here. We might as well just go ahead and rename Ethereum. Lido plus Ethereum equals, let's see what it equals. Y'all ready? Somebody, look, I'm not even going to reveal it yet. You guys let me know what we should be renaming Ethereum to. Lido payout must be out the most. Payout, yeah, okay. Nothing is guaranteed except 21 million Bitcoin will ever be in tradable existence. That ain't even guaranteed. We may get a comet that hits this, or a meteor or whatever hits this planet and eliminates all of us. So that's not even guaranteed, my friend. They are number 1 and Coinbase is number 2 in staked ETH. Yep, absolutely. Give me a name, ladies and gentlemen. Lido Ethereum. Litherium. Okay. I'm liking it. New sanctions mechanism. Yep, exactly. This is definitely going to be a new sanctions mechanism, which, you know, at the end of the day, it does make Bitcoin a lot more attractive. Not going to lie to you, from a non-censorship or decentralized fashion or perspective, I do see Bitcoin now having even more value here with this merge to proof of stake for Ethereum. Oh boy, these next few years are going to be very, very interesting. All right, we got to rename Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen. Lido plus Ethereum, Laderium. Yes, Laderium, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're going to call Ethereum from now on, because these fools got it sold up. They got the game on lock. They got the Carter, Nino Brown. They got the Carter, ladies and gentlemen. Laderium. Doesn't make any sense, man. This is not good news for us, ladies and gents. We have to pay attention to every new thing that happens in this space. Even the small things like this. We need to pay attention to it. Ethereum, another article. Proof of stake shift may cause or fuel a securities claim. So remember, Gary Gensler talked about and suggested that proof of stake cryptocurrencies may fall under the security category, along with each and every other crypto out there. Basically, the fact that these cryptocurrencies and intermediate enable holders to stake their crypto wouldn't sit well with the Howey test, because I guess essentially staking your crypto then gives you or yields you some type of kickback or yield, right? So then that therefore kind of looks like a dividend. I mean, I'm just trying to connect the dots, ladies and gentlemen. It all doesn't make any sense to me. But this is something that may be of concern. Again, yet one more check for Bitcoin. If we were to see, you know, a shift in how they look at Ethereum or any of the coins, this is more Ethereum. ETH 2. So, hey, just something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind. New Jack City, that's right, man. Laderium. New Jack City, man. Lido got it on locks, ladies and gents. ETH wants them. Yep, exactly. Seems like ETH was a honeypot. It might be. Might be. This should bring POW coins back into the limelight now, namely. I agree. Yes, 5 algos. Digibyte is definitely one. Unfortunately, that to me, Digibyte is an example of a project that's too decentralized. I think decentralization has to be on is on a gradient scale. So if you're too decentralized, you can't make enough moves collectively and from an organizational standpoint because you're too decentralized. So Digibyte was definitely and is definitely one to be looked at, man, because they have a lot going on with them, especially those 5 algos running on there. But yeah, just something to keep in mind, something to keep in mind, and just I don't know, man. The narrative on Ethereum could be changing in the next 2 years. We could be looking at a totally different network. This could be the Fed's network. Who knows? But as I will have to say, as Vitalik said, thank God that those transactions will still get routed through. It's just that it'll be through a smaller group of node validators, which will take more time to be picked up. So we'll see how it pans out. This is all new for us. This is a non-crypto related article. I had to cover this, ladies and gents. This is out of the Post Millennial. This guy is locked out of his Tesla until he replaces the battery, and guess what? He's 1 year out of warranty, and Tesla told him, hey man, you gotta cough up that 26 racks if you want to get into your car. That's right. Canadian Tesla owner has claimed that the battery on his electric car died and he was locked out, and that the automaker told him a replacement would cost 26 grand. So he went to TikTok and posted a video, and the caption read $26,000 for a new battery, locked out of my car, recalls are needed. So in video, the guy from Canada claimed his piece of trash car died and that the car is locked and he cannot get in. Now this is the crazy part. He can't get in. He wants to sell the damn car. He can't even get in the car because the ownership papers are inside the car. Now, I mean, I'm assuming you can break the glass, homie. Come on now, let's use some common sense. I know all you Canadians you can't be this. Come on now. He is a year past his warranty expiration and wants to sell the car, but that can't be done because the ownership papers are inside the car. Now I think he's being a little exaggerated, a little hyperbolic there. Come on now, man. Come on. Now, the thing about this is the 2014 year models of this Tesla are known to have issues with fluid from the air conditioning unit or system leaking into the battery. Now, I know I got some Tesla owners out here, Red River being one. How do you feel about this? A lot of Model S's are coming out of the 8-year battery warranty, and there is a lot of opportunity for third-party repair companies. But can you fix a battery? Maybe. I guess. I'm sure they made it in a modular way where you don't have to just throw the whole battery away. Pretty sure he'd have made the profit. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just thought this was hilarious. Guy locked out of his Tesla because he can't get into it. His battery's out. That's crazy. 26 grand. That's basically like, hey, your engine died, basically, right? That's essentially what happened. Your engine blew, and you need to replace your engine, i.e. your battery. Take your Tesla business to Rich Rebuilds. That's a funny one. Most battery components are 95% recyclable. Okay. Neat tidbit. Didn't know that. Did not know that. But yeah, if I were him, I would probably be looking like this right now. I mean, 26 grand, bro. How many Tesla owners do we have out there? Let me know in the comments below. I still can't get with it. If I'm gonna do an electric vehicle, EV, I'll probably go for the Taycan Turbo. Or trying to think what other car I would go for at this point. Just the Taycan. That's the only one I can think of right now. Richard Hart? Question mark. Yeah. Richard Hart. I don't know what that means, but let's take a look at this one. El Salvador credit tumbles again, and Bitcoin could be partly to blame. It's just not looking good, guys. I mean, no matter how you try to twist this one, this move to be the first in, you know, adopting crypto and Bitcoin, not panning out well for old El Salvador. So the article talks about El Salvador credit tumbling, and I think they got a downgrade from Fitch to a rating of CCC, or actually from CCC to CC around 14 months after the company tech bro president and budding authoritarian a Bitcoin a nationally recognized legal currency. The credit ding, according to CoinDesk, stems partly from country's embrace of Bitcoin, which potentially limited El Salvador's access to markets and in return made it more difficult. Now, remember the other day, I just did an article about, you know, them going out trying to buy back bonds. So they were trying to make it look like they were stable, make it look like they had everything together. But it's not looking good for them, man. That move was not good enough. Them, you know, saying we'll buy back bonds didn't stop them from getting the downgrade. So this is not good, and it will actually make their situation even worse. You know, when you go from CCC to CC, the cost at which you have to borrow US dollars goes up exponentially. So I'm just wondering how this is going to pan out. Let me know in the comments how you feel this is going to pan out for Drake. I mean, what is his name? I thought his name was Drake. That clearly looked like Drake to me. I mean, come on, people. Does the president of El Salvador look like Drake or what? Yeah, I think so. Oh, that's Prime 112. I love Prime 112. Out in Miami, South Beach. Great restaurant. Go there pretty much every time I hit the beach. Yeah, TC, we're gonna get to the Richard Hart ETH bottom, his call in a second. Just stick around, man, to the end. That'll be the last article. We're almost there, and actually, I think that is the next article. Let me just get to some of these comments. Omnibone, remember someone using the saying short-term pain for long-term gains. That's true, definitely true. IMF World Bank playing slow game will kill them slowly. I think so. That's really, I think, Omnibone, what the situation is. They saw them go for that Bitcoin move, and they know that smaller countries like that rely on and already have debt, outstanding debt, with the IMF. Red River said the Bolt EUV is the most affordable EV with decent range and features. Okay, I'm a petrol head, bro, to the end. I'm gonna have that petrol. I want that engine racing. I want that engine roaring to the end, homie. El Salvador is being partially don't know what that word is there, buddy. El Salvador should join the BRICS. Yes, they should. Yes, they should. Yes, man. My man, come on now. Somebody help me out. I mean, is it me or is it me? Drake, president of El Salvador. Drake, president of El Salvador. Drake, okay. You get the picture. Clearly, the president of El Salvador is Drake. I don't know how a Canadian became president of a South American country, but It is. Views from the... Oh, man. We are just beginning to feel the pain. Yeah. Do you know the only reason I have it is because it drives itself, and I need that. I hear that, man. I hear that. Oh, man. All right. All right, TC. Here you go, buddy. Here we go. We're here. Let me go ahead and lick a shot. Finally, the moment you've been waiting for. All you Hexians out there, come out the woodworks. We got 58 people in the building right now. Show me some love, Hexians. Show me some motherfucking love. Hex founder Richard Hart predicts when Ethereum could bottom out. Uh-oh. Look at that. A Titanic. Is that... Okay, so what are they trying to say here? I mean, the Titanic didn't, like... It sunk and it didn't come back. So it went to zero, essentially. But okay, I don't know what they're trying to say there. Richard Hart, founder of Hex, previously predicted exclusively to Watcher Guru that Bitcoin will crash to 11,000. So do you guys think 11,000 is where Bitcoin's bottom is? Where are we at right now, matter of fact? Let me just do a pulse check on the markets real quick. We getting a little bounce up, getting a little bounce action right now. So we have made newer. We did reach the channel though. That's the main thing. If I extend this outward, let me bring this up. If I extend this outward, we did breach the channel there. So at this point, a point has been scored for the bears. So I think we're going to continue downward from here at some point. Might get a little bounce, but I think we head lower from here, guys. But 11,000 is what your boy Richard Hart is saying. So as far as Ethereum though, he thinks that I want to see where you guys think. Well, I won't do that because you'll just search. I'll just go ahead and give it to you. I won't dangle the carrot in front of you. He said Ethereum could bottom out at $750, which is down another 50% from here. Yeah, I can see that. At which point, you know, I think it would be a good move to go ahead and get 32 ETH, guys. Lock in those 32 ETH if you can. And at least have that for a node to run. You can leave that to your kids or something. If it's even around then. But yeah, that's what old Richard Hart is saying. ETH 2.0 bottoming out at $750, which I can see that. I'm hearing, numbers of 700. I can see 750 range for sure. 11,000 on Bitcoin. It just all depends, man. Like what the Federal Reserve does dictates what is going to happen in these markets. And it's funny because I did have this article up from Yahoo Finance just to top it off. Legendary investor Stanley Druckenmiller warns there is a high probability that the stock market will be flat for an entire decade. Being flat for a decade is a loss. This economic system needs forever more debt to be created and more profits to be made. It can't sit still for a year, for a decade. It can't be flat for a decade. That's going to cause so much damage, I should say. I didn't finish the sentence. So much damage. So that's what Stanley Druckenmiller is saying. Stock market flat for a whole decade. So where does that put Bitcoin? What does Bitcoin look like with the stock market stagnant for an entire decade? Stagflation? Is that what Druckenmiller is saying here? Will result in a stock market that's just flat for a decade? I'm not sure. He argued that the pain won't be temporary and the stocks face an entire decade of sideways trading as the global economy goes through a tectonic shift. Yeah. He said, sort of like this 66 to 82 time period, he said. Druckenmiller added that with inflation raging, central banks raising rates, deglobalization taking hold, and the war in Ukraine dragging on, he believes the odds of a global recession are now the highest in decades. Yeah, I mean, he's known for some pretty good calls in the past. I will say that. So, I don't know, guys. I just feel like with regulatory tail risk coming up, with the economy slowing down, recession, in one, not in one, going into one, whatever you want to call it, we ain't going into a boom. We can all agree to that, right? I don't know, man. I just don't see it being a good place to just buy and hold most cryptos if this environment extends and continues. Wisdom Bar says the same Richard Hart who said Hex was better than Bitcoin, but yeah, he could be right on the ETH bottom possibly. The guy from R3, David, said the same thing a while ago. Crypto teacher quotes it a lot. D-Born said Druckenmiller is reaching on that one. He is talking about the time before innovation, internet, and computers. That's true. Good point. Very good point. With Wall Street needing money, at that point, Bitcoin will look like a beacon of percentage gaining light, especially when DeFi is considered. Okay? That would mean continuing strength in the dollar. Yeah, that would mean that. Yeah, that would mean that. Hey, it's Friday. Go out there. Enjoy yourself. Meet with people in real life. And make sure you hit that thumbs up. 59 people in the building right now. Let me get those thumbs up, people. Smash those like booties for me right now, ladies. Indeed, it's your boy Crypto Blood. And thanks for tuning in, guys. Another episode of My Two Satoshi with yours truly. I'm out of here. Holla!
Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay.